what's good, y'all? This your boy Cassh.
Your boy Black, the blackest man in the land.
And this the Cassh and Black podcast.
Episode 25.
Yeah, episode 25.
Yeah, shit crazy.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all?
Yeah.
What you want to talk about?
Sheesh, you know, we got the basketball season about to start Tuesday, the last preseason game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about to go down next Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, next Tuesday it starts.
Mm-hmm. I've been watching a little bit of the Lakers shit, so like the highlights and shit.
The Knicks is 3-0 in preseason.
Yeah, I ain't see the Knicks play yet.
They played their last game tonight. I think they played Washington. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, their last game tonight actually should be on in a little while, like 7:30. That shit start. Yeah.
And football too. Football's been.
The Giants is finished. They finished. Everybody got the whole damn team.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Daniel Jones, like, he was looking wild.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to this basketball season. This basketball season gonna be lit. I think all the teams got a chance to go. It's really I can't see really scrubby teams out there. Everybody got a chance to make the playoffs this year. So it's gonna be interesting. It should be interesting. See what happens with that.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say? Tampa Bay. Like, I just feel like their team is so fake. I've never seen a football team like that before.
Buccaneers?
Yeah, how they have so much good players. Plus, like,
she's a couple teams out there that got a few.
Plus the defense, like they got like Pierre Paul. They got
that's the Lakers of football. They stack their team. Everybody that they go get.
But like
Richard Sherman, go win.
Yeah, and they got Richard Sherman. I was like, how the hell do they have that money though? Like,
sitting the same way the Lakers got that money. I don't know, son. It seems like shit be rigged, but even with all that being done to their team, there's no guarantee they're gonna win it all.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because they playing good right now, but they really ain't played nobody yet. The best team in football right now is the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Cardinals is out
here. They 5-0. That shit
They got
crazy.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, they got a nice little squad, and that little ass fucking quarterback, that nigga running all over the place.
Kyler Murray play baseball.
That nigga's he the truth.
Yeah, man, he the truth.
I want to see when they play Tampa Bay, see what that look like. That should be a good game.
Yeah. When do they play them?
I have no idea.
You want me to check?
Definitely check.
I can pull it up.
Yeah, that should be a good matchup. I know they played the Eagles last night. They looked good for a minute, but the game, I almost fell asleep on that shit. It wasn't all right. I thought they was gonna blow the Eagles out. The Eagles actually came back and made it decent. I think it was 27, 20, 24, 27, 24, 20, something like that. It wasn't no blowout, I know that. It wasn't no blowout game, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm looking forward to football. Basketball. Basketball.
They don't play Arizona.
Nah, that's crazy. It's fucking thing coming down on the back.
What?
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
But they don't play them.
Oh, that's crazy. It was 28-22 last night, the Buccaneers. Against the Eagles and shit.
Yo, the Washington Redskins, like Washington? Like the team?
Well, they're not called Red. They just the
Washington.
The Washington team or whatever.
Yeah, it just says Washington.
Yeah, they just Washington.
But it's so finished how they don't have a name.
Yeah, they got because of the owner with that race. They're not really the owner with the race because
the name was kind of tough though. Like,
I like the Redskins.
Even the old head and shit.
Redskins and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Still talking about Indians or indigenous people.
Chiefs. Yeah,
they got rid of it, so then they got the same war battle crowd, and when they used to be playing the drums and shit, they do the same thing in Kansas City. So I don't understand why they made up. Everything is trying to be political correct right now. So with the indigenous day, even with Columbus Day, they're trying to change it to Indigenous People Day. So how many?
It says that on the calendar.
Yeah, how many Indians do anybody? I ain't never had an Indian friend my whole entire life. I don't think I've ever seen a real Indian person, but I don't know, when ever.
Like a real native?
They like wiped out a whole race of people and shit.
That's why they got that thing where I heard they were getting reparations.
Oh, shit.
They got all
how they gonna do that?
got all the Indian reserves.
A lot of them are casinos.
Yeah, but they're on their reserves.
It's crazy.
Because that's their land that the government can't tax them on.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, I don't think I've ever seen an Indian other than being on TV in the street. Never. If they are, you might be part Indian and got Indian in your family or some shit, but a real Native American, I've never seen one other than on television.
Mm.
So, I mean, it's kind of crazy that they wipe out a whole race of people, but it's unbelievable, man. All this shit going on, everything got to be politically correct right now. Everything, you know, politics, everything that's going on have to be politically correct. So,
yeah, even the shot is political.
Yeah, it's just crazy, son. It's just crazy. Yeah.
I'm trying to look for something.
I mean, this shit going on. I mean, you know, of course, we still got this pandemic bullshit going on. We got so much shit still going on.
The Dave Chappelle's
Dave Chappelle shit. We tapped into that last week a little bit, then we got off kind of subject with that. But a lot of people are getting a lot of blowback from it. A lot of streaming services are dropping in, but Netflix is still behind them.
Yeah, Netflix is back in.
They back in 100%. So, I mean, like I said, if you haven't watched it, go out there and watch the closers are good. Another Dave Chappelle special that's on Netflix. I didn't see nothing wrong with what he was talking about.
Yeah, people just be bugging.
They got this, like I said, everything you got to be walking on eggshells when you talk about certain topics, and he always been big on that LGBTQ shit. So, you know.
And they said he even had like a transsexual
fan that's what they were talking about. There was a comedian that was a tranny.
And she killed herself?
Yeah, she jumped off a fucking building, I believe he said. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's when he made a joke about it, which is kind of crazy, but he said that's when you know women don't jump off of roofs like that. So that's because it was a man actually wanting to, trying to be a woman or whatever.
No.
So he said that was the nigga in her that came out when she jumped off that roof. You know? I ain't make that joke up. That was Dave Chappelle. Because niggas do jump off roofs. White people do. They during depression, a bunch of them jumped off roofs and killed themselves.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's just a white people thing. I ain't saying black people don't kill themselves, but it's very rare. I mean, the fuck you can kill yourself for? Our life is hard enough as it is. The fuck? So,
that's probably why we don't.
Exactly.
Because it's like, I'm just happy to have this.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You get the little scraps and bits that you got, and you roll with it. White people, they be rich and on top of the world and kill themselves.
Or just the privilege sometimes.
I don't know. A lot of people don't know about Andrew Bodine. This dude had the best job in the world. He went all over the fucking country eating and drinking. You can't get it no better than that. Got paid to eat and drink. This nigga killed himself. Like, how would you kill yourself? I don't know his pain, what he was going through, but if you going all over the world eating and drinking as a job and getting paid thousands of dollars, this dude was getting probably millions of dollars. Who knows? I don't know what his salary was when he was doing this shit, but old boy hung himself in his closet in the hotel. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She was just, they said depression is deep. I ain't never been that depressed, but I throw off for myself. I ain't doing that. Like I said, I try to work too hard to get what I got to kill myself, and then, that's like a cowardly act to kill yourself. Yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about that. That's a topic.
Oh yeah, that's a topic right now. Let's dive deep in that. Let's dive deep in that.
Yeah,
like, it's no way. It's no way that I'm killing myself.
Nah,
somebody gonna have to take me out because I'm not taking myself out.
I'm not taking myself out. I don't see. I've talked to people that on the verge of killing themselves. I think I talked about this in previous episode a while back when we first started. Dude that caught his girl cheating, and he actually killed her. He didn't succeed at killing himself, but he tried. But there's too many women out here. It's too many, you know what I'm saying? Just relationships are a dime a dozen. I'm not gonna dime a dozen. I'm not gonna kill myself over one chick. Like,
that's a fact.
Leave her. Move on to the next one. If you can't take the stress of her being out there doing whatever she's doing to you, bounce. But killing her and then killing myself, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I love myself too much to kill myself. Like, I can't do that. But people do it every day. Like I said, it's not a big thing with black people. We don't really off ourselves like that. But a lot of white entertainers with money kill themselves, and it's just
especially like the kid ones, the ones that were stars.
There's a lot of them kids, adults. Robin Williams killed himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. Like I said, I can never. I guess I don't know. Like, it's nothing that's got to step on eggshells about being depressed, depression, the whole 9 yards. People really in depth when it comes to that, where they really feel away when I've never been that depressed. I don't think I've ever been depressed. Period. But maybe when my mom's died.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I don't think I
not like depressed.
Yeah, it was more sad.
Yeah, I was like sad. Yeah,
but
I didn't want to kill myself.
Depression is like people they got medication for it. People go to therapy for it. But to off yourself, I mean, I just can't see me doing. You gotta have some big balls to kill yourself.
Yeah, facts.
Because you got to even to pull it off, like to get down and sit down. However you gonna do it, like
and just be slicing your shit,
yeah,
or like whatever
you
you
shoot
do.
yourself in the head, or
that's probably the
yourself.
That's probably the easiest way to go out and shoot yourself.
Most people hang themselves. Hanging is a big
oh yeah, that's an easy way.
But I ain't doing that either. I'm not. I mean, I don't know. So
nah,
I just can't do it. So I can't ever see myself killing myself. I fear death, period, every day, all day. So why would I kill myself? I
don't fear death, but I just want to live.
I fear death. I tell everybody.
I don't fear death, but
I fear it because it's like every time you talk about dying, you like that feeling like this up your spine. Like, is there life after death? Do you know when you're about to die?
I have those questions.
Yeah, it's a lot that comes with it. So that's why.
It has to be something else.
It has to be though. Yeah. They say it's some power.
Because we're spirits, like niggas aren't
this
just a shell. Yeah, that's a fact. So, I believe that there's other realms you go into after this one. Like,
I mean, never know. Who knows? I mean, only way you know when you check out. Unfortunately, everybody want to get
the thing is, people
want to die. There's
a saying that like, how do you know that we're not in hell now? While we're on Earth.
Yeah, I think we talked about that before. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. Anything is possible. I mean, who knows?
Because people deal with the most stress and like, you know what I'm saying? Like
kill
everything. Yeah, so, and everything out here is like you working. Like it's not like you could just live free in this world. Like you have to do some sort of work.
That's a fact. I mean, unless you're gonna be a bum.
Yeah, because Mike Tyson was talking about like because we was just watching a podcast and Mike Tyson was like he was like imagine how it was like who would you think you are if you weren't taught the stuff you were taught?
Yeah.
Because we're only us by the stuff we learned in our life. That's what forms us. Like as
and the fact that you came from your mother too. Your mother created, father created you and gave you life. So
that's a fact. But imagine if your mother and father created life, but you were just a baby and got raised out here, but you weren't like really getting raised because like there was no work, like no nothing, like just your natural like how when caveman and shit was around, like you wouldn't know anything but how to fuck probably like eat. And like you live like an animal, like that's what he was saying.
Living is part of it's called survival.
Yeah,
so you do what
he said
survival of the fittest. Like back then, the caveman days, that's what it was. Survival of the fittest, the one that was the strongest.
Because that's what
had the most whatever. You know what I'm saying? That they had the biggest club, I guess. I don't know.
They used to hit the girl in the head and knock them out.
Again, we weren't never cavemen. White people were cavemen.
Yeah, that's a fact. So, that's a fact.
So
that's a fact. Spit that knowledge.
Exactly.
Teach these kids something.
He was never caveman. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
So again, I would never. Like I was always joking with my mother, like, "Yo, mom, if you didn't have me, I could have been born white." It's stupid, but you know what I'm saying. You think about it, like
because your spirit.
Could you have been somebody else if you weren't born by the people you were created by? Could you have been created somewhere else? But then again, like I said, the reason why it's stupid because then you wouldn't be you.
Yeah.
You'd be somebody else. So, but to think, I guess it's more like saying like you're reincarnated, like you can come back.
Because it's like you could be somebody else than yourself, but still be you because in the life that you're born on, like you just like what I was saying, like to start the conversation, like you just know what you learned, like throughout your life growing up.
Basically, what you're taught.
But if you're born a different way, you're gonna act a little different because of what you were taught. Because life is all about experience.
Out there every day by experiences.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what life is.
Around doing dumb shit because not only from experiences, it's because of the way they living. Like things, like if what you want the most is what you can't have. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here trying to get it, what they want the most. Money, food, and surviving. So if you're going to get it by any means necessary, whether you was born rich or born poor, you're going to get it by any means necessary. You know, because it's called survival. Unfortunately, some of these kids out here, they feel they have to do certain things in order to survive, like robbing, stealing, beating up old people, just in general doing a lot of crazy shit. I mean, I wasn't raised like that.
Nah.
I had friends that were raised like that, but I mean, it's still. I think it's all about choices too.
Yeah, I used to do shit like that when I was young, but
it's about choices.
It was I had to get money at one point, and then at one point too, it was just because like it was the cool thing at the time.
Yeah, I mean, people did it for different reasons. I mean, personally, I never went down that path. I mean,
I'm not like the crazy toughest nigga, like, but
my parents always spoiled the shit out of me.
Well,
not my parents, my mom. The mom spoiled the shit out of me. Mm-hmm. My pops would care less if you hit the latest shoes, the latest clothes. He didn't give a shit about fashion like that. My mom was the fashion coordinator of the family, so if you showed her something and it was within her means, and you know what I mean, she would get it for you. My pops would get it, put it on and show it to him, and he'll look at that shit like, the fuck are those? Like he didn't give a shit into my face. He just wore his uniform every day. He really didn't give a fuck about fashion like that.
Everybody hates Chris. Like, his dad.
That was my dad. That's all he did. Wore his uniform every day, all day. Even we retired. Like, you retired. Why you still wearing that shit?
Yeah,
like, you ain't want to work no more. But I mean, you get so accustomed to doing certain things. Like you just do what you know, being like taught, basically. Not that you're taught to work, but it's part of life. You have to work in order to support your family, yourself, and make a living for yourself and your family or whatever. So it's hard changing the certain ways that you do in life in general. So but I used to always joke with my mom, like, yo, what if I wasn't born here? I could have been born somewhere else. Which I used to always laughing at, you're such an idiot. Like you said, you wouldn't be you. You'd be somebody else.
Yeah, you'll be somebody else.
Unless you reincarnated and you die and come back as somebody else, but you still have your own thoughts.
Yeah, facts.
Then it's different. But if you basically born with somebody else created you, another different mother, another
you're gonna be a different person because of your
experiences.
Your
experiences are different.
That's a fact.
It was something I had to laugh and play with her, saying I could have been born rich or a white person or something. Which, like I said, it was just something we used to always joke around and do. And she was always trying to tell me, she used to laugh about how stupid I was, but because you wouldn't be you'd be somebody else. But it's life after death is just something everybody's curious about. It's intriguing because.
Yeah, I'm hoping like there's just another thing. Like I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping you could keep some of like your soul.
I don't know because I think we talked about it before. Like if there is a heaven, like heaven has to be a massive place. Like it has to be 10 times the size of this planet because they claim. I mean, everybody can't go to heaven, but when you at a funeral, people just always saying this person, that. Then nobody comes there and be like, yo, he was a fucked up individual. She was a hoe. She was this. They always saying this, they went too soon. They was a loving person. They was this, they was that. Nobody never busts up in the room and say no negative shit about it. Nobody's funeral. There's always some positive shit. Even if you wasn't a positive motherfucker, people have positive shit to say about you. And I mean, I get it. It's only fair, but certain people, I'm quite sure we some motherfuckers at the funeral sitting there like this motherfucker wasn't shit. Like, you know what I mean? But they always saying they're in a better place now and this, that. And I mean, it's intriguing when you go to funerals. I mean, I don't, what I'm saying, death is strange enough as it is. But to go to funerals and everybody's sitting there and they preaching and all of them. Some people that died never even stepped a foot in church in their life with having a ceremony in the church. Like I don't think everybody should. You know what I mean? Everybody shouldn't have their funeral in the church. Some funerals should be
in the hood.
In the hood. Like I don't know.
No, I'm just saying like wherever you from. Like,
basically like
not the hood, but
whatever you did the most. Like
wherever you was at.
Yeah, like if you was a nigga that played ball, have your funeral in the fucking gym.
Yeah, on the court.
You know what I'm saying? Like
rent the park.
Exactly. Why everybody got to go to a church where there's something, like I said, some of them never went to church. But they always have your shit in a funeral service. Is always a church background, the cross, the whole nine yards, and certain niggas ain't lived that life. So, you know what I mean? If you was a drug dealing ass nigga, fucked up ass rapist ass nigga, they having your funeral in a church? Like, get the fuck out of here. He was a rapist. Yeah, he was a good rapist. He's sorry that he did, but he raped a lot of motherfuckers. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? So niggas like that should not have funerals in churches. If you was a child molester, if you was a motherfucker out here killing people, there's no reason for you to have your fucking funeral in a church. Like, certain niggas shouldn't even get a funeral. If you was a fucked up ass individual killing people, murdering people, robbing, raping, all this crazy, nigga, put your ass in Potterfield and Pine Box, fuck this nigga, whatever. Like, your family's gonna come out and say what? Like, if you was a fucked up individual, Your family know how fucked up you were. So what is there good to say about a fucked up individual?
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? You're like, yo, we sitting here today. You're gonna put so and so to rest. Yeah, he was a rapist. He killed 9 people. That ain't no good shit to be, you know what I mean? So why I don't get that part of it, I don't get. Like, everybody get these good sermons to go out with. Like, nigga, keep it real. If you was a fucked up individual, just have some people in there like, yo, niggas pour out some liquor for that nigga, like, it is what it is.
He was
like,
always in your room, how you say in your room.
whatever your passion was. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's just kind of weird.
Because every cemetery.
Cemeteries always got biblical stuff all over.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing's like based on the Bible. And everybody was not a biblical motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe in certain things in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think we talked about it before, the Bible don't make sense. If you read it like a book, it contradicts itself throughout. Mm-hmm. My mother always told me it's not to be read as a book. It's to be read as faith. And I get it. You sort of have spiritual meanings about it. It's somebody more powerful than man. But at the end of the day, a man wrote that shit. Mm-hmm. So, and they have so many versions of it.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What y'all think about that with like dying and life after death, where you go? And should everybody, no matter how fucked up you are, should you have a funeral in a church?
Once you're born...
you know what I mean?
No, I was about to say, once you're born, you got a death date.
Yeah, I mean, only God knows.
That's a question.
Everybody, only God knows your time when you're going to go.
That's a fact.
You know,
so that's a question that...
they say he knows the time, the place, the date, and all that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you could cheat death, like what's the name of that? Final Destination.
It's going to come back.
Would you cheat death, or would you just... I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fan of that Final Destination because movies like that, I analyze them shits and they tell me that shit do make sense.
The first couple was alright.
Yeah, the first couple was crazy. But do you really think that you can cheat death? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can't.
I might watch that tonight.
They've been rerunning them shits on TV.
Right.
Yeah, you know how anytime we get to Halloween, they start showing this fucking horror from Michael Myers, and they made another. I think Friday the 13th or some shit like. Is it Friday the 13th? No, it's the other one. Michael Myers is
Jason.
Which one? Jason is the one.
The hockey mask.
Yeah, the hockey mask. Michael Myers is the regular white face. That's the one they made another one of.
Another Halloween?
I think that's Halloween.
With Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, it's called Halloween Kills. It's out now. I don't want to see it because I don't know what number.
Yeah, I don't really care about it.
Yeah, it got to be like number 16, 15.
Facts. The same shit gonna go on. The sister
still running around. He ain't kill. She trying to kill him now. I'm like, I don't know. All these years.
My mom used to be mad into horror movies.
I love horror movies if they make sense. But when they stop making sense,
some of them be corny because you know what's gonna happen. Like
Jason Takes Manhattan and Friday the 13th Part 25 and the same shit. Kill.
Yeah.
So you know the nigga coming. Them niggas always falling. Why white people always falling?
Yeah, when they're running.
They running and shit.
That shit makes you tight. Like, you
or they hide in the stupidest fucking places.
Yeah.
They hide in the shed.
They got that commercial.
Yeah, commercial. That shit for the next girl. Like, why we don't get into the running car?
Yeah, facts. And then it was like, no, let's run into that house full of chainsaws.
Yeah. Then the nigga with the mask on, the killer nigga like, that shit funny as hell. Man.
They used to be doing that to make the movie.
That shit is the truth. The horror movies are the craziest. Some of them like Freddy Krueger, the first couple ones was alright. Then they started going with the kids got powers and it just got stupid. Cool. Like, come on, son. It's just, horror pictures, I laugh at them. Like, it was funny to me.
Yeah.
Clown shit.
Yeah, that shit, some niggas is scared of clowns. Like, just seeing them, like, they be shook.
Yeah, that shit was just comical. Most horror movies are funny.
What's your vice? I mean, what's your, what is it called, like, when, your phobia?
Oh, that's the one you got. You gotta have different phobias. You got fear of clowns.
No, what's your biggest one?
I got over all of mine. I used to be afraid of the dark and I used to be afraid of heights. I ain't
my mom said when I was a kid, I was afraid of my shadow.
Shit.
When I was like 4, I used to be running from my shadow. Like, what is that?
I used to be scared of speed too, like going fast. Like, I'm in a car and it was going fast when I was a kid. I used to just get frozen stiff and wouldn't move and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got over that by getting on roller coasters and shit like that.
Mine was bugs, but I sort of got over that.
Yeah, most of the phobias I had, I got over. You just gotta, whatever it is, you gotta face it. Basically, to get over it.
Yeah,
you gotta face the phobia. So I started getting on roller coasters and shit.
I get like a weird feeling like if I'm on something high and I just look down.
Well, that's fear of heights.
Yeah,
but that's just you get that feeling in your stomach. That's why they tell you not to look down.
Like that same feeling when you know when you're on that ship. That
yeah.
Yo, when I was a kid, we went to this place in Long Island called Adventureland.
I've been there.
Son, every ride was almost trash, and then we got on the boat, and that shit had my stomach feeling crazy. I'm like, yo, this the best ride here, like, because my stomach was like,
is
and it just went like this.
I mean, that roller coaster is mad weak that they got.
Yeah, they got two of them.
Yeah, it's mad cool.
They got one little ladybug shit.
Yeah.
And then they got, that's the red one. Then they got a blue one. Yeah. That's a little higher.
Long time since I've been there. That shit
is,
it's one of the
haunted house was corny as hell.
It's one of the wackiest amusement parks you can ever go to. Like.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's more like a fair.
Yeah,
like a carnival or some shit.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But they call it an amusement park, but it's not no amusement park. Then we got Split Splash out.
Yeah, I've been there too. I went there and it rained the whole fucking day. Couldn't get on shit. It's funny. But yeah, I mean, I
went on that 80-foot shit before.
Where?
Yeah, the shit you could see from the highway.
Yeah.
Or I got the crazy ass wedgie.
I still love Great Adventures. That's my favorite amusement park.
Oh yeah. I'll be on the front of them shit, dog.
Yeah, I've only been on the front once. So never, because everybody rushed the front.
Yeah.
So it's only like either the front or
the back. Because
I
like the front because like. Well, the back too, the same thing happens. Like when you going up like a straight one, you went on King of Cops.
Yeah.
That shit went all the way up, and then when it went turning, like all you could see is just the land. Like you can't even see the roller coaster.
Once it drops, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I had to hold my phone in my pocket with the whole fucking G-force. The G-force is crazy. My watch popped off my arm. I'm holding my phone in my pocket. That shit was shaking and shit. The force of that shit, my watch is just. I'm like, oh shit, that shit is nuts.
I imagine niggas like back when that was back when you used to wear baggy shit? Or you probably
I was never into that baggy shit. I had on shorts, it was hot as fuck. Actually, I had on gym shorts. So.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, so
your phone slipped right out.
You slip right out, so you actually hold that shit.
Like if you had jeans, it would be perfect.
That shit on, that KZ on top of you. So I'm holding that and trying to hold my fucking phone from coming out of my pocket. So most people give somebody else their shit before they get on rides. You have that one designated motherfucker that just hold everybody's shit that don't want to get on nothing that's scared every ride. So they just hold everybody's shit and then you go get on the rides and shit. But I think when we went that particular time, I was a counselor at a camp and we used to take the kids to Great Adventures and shit like that. And we got them on these rides. You know, Great Adventures is crazy because you got to wait all day to get on the fucking ride.
Yeah, right.
Now they got that Flash Pass. They got the shit where you
I had the medical joint.
You got the pay a certain amount of money, you just flash it and get on the ride as many times as you want. Or they got the other ones like a pager, and they'll page you when the line is
when you're ready. So when you go there, you just go through that back part, the side part.
So I mean, they got all kind of shit to make money off you to get on the ride.
Yeah. So when you go there, just have extra bread for that pass.
Basically, because if not, you gonna get on 2 rides for the whole day. Because the ride's long as hell. Long as hell. You might as well be better off going to Coney Island and get on the cyclone and shit.
Yeah, facts. I went on that slingshot at Coney Island.
That shit ain't even fun with a cyclone.
Yeah.
That shit is weak now. You've been on a certain amount of times. It's like you get up there and go to sleep. It's like there's no excitement to the shit no more. Like been there, done that. Yeah.
Nah, I was on a slingshot out there. I saw the whole Brooklyn. Like when I was in there.
That Ferris wheel shit let you see the whole Brooklyn too. Yeah, that shit is funny. It's funny when you're getting off of that shit because they got to do it car by car. So when you up, they're just sitting in there. Somebody else.
No, I hate that. I went on something at Coney Island where the shit like spins. It's like 2 pencil things.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the seats on top and seats on the bottom. Yeah. So I didn't know, like, when I first got in, I didn't know that it was going to swing and then let other people in. So we're stuck up there. Remember how I told you I got the problem with when I looked down? Son. And it was just sitting there, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it was only, like, just if me and your seat was together, and that was the only thing around you. Like, so I'm like, oh, like, and I'm looking down like this, and I'm shook. But I think I was smacked, so I didn't realize that they were putting people. I'm like, yo, when is this shit gonna go? Like,
I mean, they had this shit called a hellhole in Coney Island. I don't think they got it no more. It was like this. There's a ride. You go inside a door and shit, and people run right, and it spins mad fast, and it goes vertical, and then everybody drops and slide down. And my pops got on that shit a long time ago. My sister Beth probably remember this. It was all that Coney Island. And my pops, you know what I'm saying? He used to hit the bottle a little something, a lot of something.
He was doing that?
And then the nigga just got on that shit. I don't even know why he got on it to begin with. I was small.
Hold on, what did it do though?
The shit, it starts spinning like this, and then it goes vertical, then it goes sideways, and eventually it goes like...
It's like a roll.
It's just a fact. You just on the wall, and you pin to the wall. The speed is going so fast you pin to the wall. Then after it goes around, after it stops, you slide down off the wall. The gravitation just lets you go.
It's like a spaceship thing, right?
Nah, it was a big ass, like, I mean, you can Google it, you can see it. It used to be like a devil. It was a ride, it was called a hellhole. And the shit, you should just spin mad fast, you're in there against the wall. And then it lets you go. And then after the ride is over, you slide down off the fucking wall. Shit was crazy. It was called a hellhole. It was there years ago, the hellhole. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. The hellhole was crazy. It ain't there no more. I think they got rid of it.
We have something like that, but it's called the
hellhole was crazy. That was, see how you pinned against the wall?
Yeah, we got something like
that. Used to spin mad crazy, and then when the ride is over, you slide down off the wall back to the ground. You spin the shit, it moves you because you moving the shit moving so fast, you moving. And then when the shit finishes, it just drops you. You come back down to the ground. It's just crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the shit was nuts, but they took that shit out years ago. They got the Himalayas still there. The Himalayas, I don't know if you've been on that shit. The way it goes forward real fast, it's like a roller coaster, but it don't go high. It just goes mad fast. They play music on the shit when you walking through Coney Island. Where they playing all the music at, and then it goes backwards. It's called the Himalaya. That shit is a good ride. I mean, for Coney Island, I mean. Actually, Disney's supposed to put some more rides coming next year.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Yeah, the Himalaya.
Yeah, I like that because they had the music playing.
Yeah, the music playing. Yeah. So it's like, get on that shit, the music blasting or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. See, my phone was notifying me the Knicks game about to start. Yeah, they is playing Washington. I should have went to the game and that's at the Garden too.
What?
Yeah, they at the Garden.
Yeah, I could have won.
Yeah, we could have won. It's the last preseason game. Yeah. My phone acting stupid now. Shit,
I hate
when trying to tell me it's time for a new one. I got a 10. We up to 13. And my wife keeping fronting on me when getting me a new phone. But we actually do. But they just started 6-3. I don't know if dude played or not. He's supposed to play tonight, Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, he's supposed to play. He's been still hurt from last season.
You know what else theme park I like? Dorney Park.
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah,
I almost drowned in Dorney Park.
For real?
Yeah.
On what ride?
It's one of them water plume rides where you go inside the tube.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
shoot out there into the water. And I think I told you I was in the fucking, I got on the ride. And when it's dark as shit, you can't see. And they shoot you out that shit. And I went down in the water. I'm like, oh shit. I'm thinking I'm drowning and shit. And it was like, yo, stand up, stupid. Stand up, stupid. And I stood up and the water's like at my waist.
Damn,
I was drowning in like 3 feet of water. That shit, after that, I ain't get on no ride the rest of the day. It was like 4 or 5 feet of water. And you shoot out that shit and you fall into that shit. So you can't see because it's so dark. So when you come out and then you fall in the water, you go under. What you got to do is basically stand up and the water's like right here.
Yeah.
But I thought I was drowning, like, yo, I'm going.
Yeah, that's joke.
And then I stood up and the water's like right there. So the rest of the day, everybody looking at me when the kids that was on the ride playing.
It's like
that's the man that almost drowned, Lonnie.
Yeah, that's ugly.
That shit was funny as hell.
And the little kids probably laughing.
The little kids, they was on that shit like, yo, this nigga down there, grown ass man, dropped on this bullshit. Yeah, Dorney Park is right. It's a bunch of water rides out there. They ain't bad. It's not bad. But you know what? All the years I've been going to Great Adventures, I've never been to the water park on the other side.
Me neither.
That's crazy.
Never been there.
I heard it's nice, but I've never went on the other side to the water park. Never. Never went to the water park.
I like this shit, the Still Force.
I've never been on that.
This shit is crazy.
Because every year they make a new ride at Great Adventure. The Batman, the Superman, the whatever. They got this Joker now. I don't know. Yeah.
This shit was crazy as well.
Rides, I mean,
it's a twist around.
Yeah. But the Kingda Kai and the best one? The Kingda Kai was the other one.
I like the Medusa.
Is that still out there, the Medusa?
Mm-hmm. Wow. The shit that's scary about that's the one that go over the lake. It's like a little lake there or whatever, and then all it has is just a little piece right here that just covers your thighs. It's like purple hair, I swear.
I know they had that shit. I think it was the Batman that goes up and then it drops down, like it shoots up and then drops your ass. They had that, I think they got on that, then they changed it to the Superman. I think now they got the Joker out there. I haven't been to Great Adventures in a while. It's actually been a crazy long time. Yeah. Great Adventures is the shit. I've never been to Fright Fest out there either.
Right.
No, I've never done that Fright Fest shit.
It's
crazy. But roller coasters is my shit.
Yeah, roller coasters.
I definitely got over my fear of speed by getting on roller coasters. Because like I said, when I was little, so I used to fucking speed. I used to be in the car freaked out. My pop started driving fast. That shit fucked me.
The fact that you was stiff is crazy.
What? So I used to get fucking, oh man, this shit was crazy.
Yeah, here it is. This thing do that. It's right here.
Oh, no, I don't think I ever got on that shit.
That shit is wild.
Yeah. What's the winter roller coaster out there?
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
That's one.
That shit is crazy.
I love that shit. Yeah. That's the one I got on. We got on that shit like 3-4 times when we was out there. We had the flashback. We just kept getting on.
Yeah, niggas getting tight to it. But they just went on.
And they still in the same spot. We going up the side steps and
laughing. Alright. Like,
That shit is mad funny when you going up that shit and everybody looking at you like you motherfucker going on again.
Yo, it says 50 reveals how much rent he used to pay with $38 million in the bank.
Sheesh, $38 million.
Yeah, in 2003 when he was headlining the Rock Nation, the Mic tour with Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
He was making he had $38 million in the bank. I guess that was after Get Rich or Die Trying album or whatever. That's how much he was paying for rent.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and all I had was a 2-bedroom apartment, which was $800 a month.
Damn, he was living good.
Yeah.
$38 million, your rent is $800.
Yeah, that's lit, right? I know his wife or his girl wasn't happy.
Touching that shit. He ain't touching his rent. $800 a month. Damn. That nigga was living that in a fucking
basement.
Yeah, god damn, $38 million in the bank. Wow, that's crazy. But he doing big things now because
shout out to Fifth.
That BMF shit. They said they working on the second season already because it's doing so well. So that shit is lit.
I saw they got the double XL cover.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
that's what's
like
up.
50 had. Yeah, I'll show you who he had there. He had Tommy. He had Tariq and Big Meech.
Oh, word?
Son. Yeah, and like he was saying that they're gonna be the next superstars.
Yeah, I mean, once they get the acting roles and shit, you're gonna see them in other shit. Cause that's how it was for them when them dudes made Sunday when he got banned from the show and shit from the shower. And once he did that Straight Outta Compton shit,
oh yeah,
he started getting big roles, and then he fucked up his whole career with that. Allegedly, whatever happened to our shorty. And they basically took both of them off the show. They took her off and they killed both of the characters off. Well, they killed his character off. I don't know what happened to her. They just stopped showing her. But the shot was still alright last season. It wasn't bad. But I'm trying to figure out what happened with this show. Never came back. We jumping around on topics. But P-Valley.
Oh yeah, that frontin'.
Yeah, what happened with that shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was crazy. Now, I mean, I thought that was gonna come back. It ain't come back yet. I don't know. That was
my show.
Yeah, that was my
like
show.
The light skin girl in there lit.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit used to get a pop on with the dancing. What's her name? The one that
the main,
she had the day.
Yeah.
She was like the head judge.
Name, so yeah. And her mom robbed her all
fact.
Fucking crazy. Her mom took all fucking bread.
Didn't care.
That was foul. Your mom do you dirty like that. It's unbelievable. But yeah, that shit. I mean, it wasn't Mercedes.
It was Mercedes.
Like that, yeah.
Oh, and the kid who played him.
Who was that?
The kid who played 50 and
Kanan.
Kanan.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But yeah, see.
Yeah, they definitely gonna be the next stars.
Demetrius, Tommy, Kanan, Tyreek.
Alright. Tyreek Hill been kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's still
that shit. He in deep thought.
He's still there. Oh yeah, so Nets canceled Kyrie.
Yeah.
He can't come until he get vaccinated.
But he got on there, I think it was on ESPN.
I respect his
speaking his piece and shit, saying how, nobody should force somebody to do this, that, and the third. Like, basically what everybody else is saying. He basically saying the same thing, but, I mean, I get it. Like I said, I ain't gonna go back into that. I get it, but I hope he got some businesses and he, he manages money right. So, cause
yeah, I feel like he does though.
It look like he's gonna be retired because they said they're not gonna allow him to play at all. So
yeah, right now it's at
one point they was gonna let him play away games, but now they just dead all that shit. Like you just can't even come. You can't even come practice with us no more. They had the outdoor one over there. I think it was at Seaport. They had the whole team was out there and they was doing little things for the for the public or whether playing and practicing or whatever. He was there, but once they made him, he can't go nowhere with the team no more. So I don't know, maybe he'll go overseas. I mean,
yeah, that's a fact.
Go overseas and play. There's always money overseas. I'm quite sure you can still play out there without being vaccinated.
Hey, he's gonna have to do something, or he's gonna have to chill for like a year or two.
It's crazy, but. Hope niggas never know. Maybe he'll just say fuck it and get the shot.
Or maybe all the rules will just change.
I don't see that happening because they already said they got approved to give everybody a fucking third shot now. So
nah,
I ain't fucking with that. I ain't fucking with that unless they actually tell me I have to. But right now, it's not mandatory to take the third shot unless you got something wrong with your immune system or you're over 65 and you got cancer or some shit like that. Then they suggest that you get it. But if you're a normal person, 2 shots and 2 doses should be enough. I mean, come on, really? Like, I haven't got my flu shot yet, but something I usually do. I haven't gotten around to doing it yet, so I ain't in no rush. Like,
you heard about that show Queens?
Yeah. I seen that.
Eve, Brandy.
Yeah, Eve, Brandy. I think who else is in it?
Tasha.
Yeah, homegirl that played on Power, right?
That's her.
Yeah, the chick from Power was on there.
Oh yeah, that's her. That's Tasha.
Yeah.
But who's this lady? I don't know.
She kind of look like what's her called? I don't think I'm been watching that. I mean, I can't get into certain series.
Nadine Valaquez.
After that, the last television show that wasn't on cable that I got into was Empire. And then after a while, that shit fizzled out on me. I mean, I started watching it way before everybody else did, but it lost its steam after a while. Like certain shows, like after a while, it becomes so fucking predictable. And then Jesse Smollett did that bullshit.
He's
canceled his fucking career for the show with the dumb shit he did.
Yeah, this nigga's dumb.
Yeah, the niggas some Trump haters, what they did.
Yeah, he lost.
Put a noose around him or some bullshit.
Yo, it says 50 Cent compares Lil' Kim to a leprechaun.
Yeah, I seen that on
Instagram?
YouTube and shit. Instagram, one of them. Yeah, they have a little beef or whatever. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean,
but I wish he did that to our podcast. Like he said something. You know how much views we have?
Shit, yeah. I mean, that's all you need. Some negative publicity.
Yeah. Because that's what I heard niggas in the industry was saying that's like what 50 really be doing.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Like he's promoting his shit by saying something stupid to you, but he's putting you,
he's
making you relevant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you got to do something with that. Like even if you made like a diss song or like.
Yeah. I mean, 50's that dude like that. He's been doing that his whole career. If anybody's spent $38 million and paying $800 rent, they could do that.
Facts. That's why you got like Gucci.
That shit is just crazy. $800 rent. What year was that he was doing?
2003.
Oh, that's a minute ago. Okay, yeah.
Still, you got 38 million. Imagine how much you stacking.
Yeah, that's.
Some niggas be having cribs for like 10,000.
Afraid to spend his bread and shit. Like, yo, I touch 1% of this shit on.
Facts.
No, sorry. 38 million. That's R. Kelly.
Yeah, it says R. Kelly's music sales rocket 500% since after Guilty.
They did my man dirty. R. Kelly, son. I mean,
damn, he looks like a kid.
That shit's sad, son.
Like his face. He might be like slow, like retarded. That's why he does
He's
that. Like, you ever heard?
He's a musical genius, though.
No, I know, but when it came to that, but you know how you ever saw? Read the book of Mice of Men?
Nah.
Just know, like, it was this big nigga, but he was super brolic and everything, but he was just like kind of slow. Like,
I mean, they say God gives you everything. Everybody, I believe that everybody has a talent. It's up to you to figure out what your talent is, no matter what's your mental capacity.
Cause he couldn't read and stuff at one point, I think.
So he can still write songs.
Yeah, but he could write songs.
You know what I mean? And probably writing and spelling this shit wrong. So he write you a song, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yo, this nigga is stupid. That shit look like baby scratch.
Like yo, son, what this is? What I'm gonna say right here?
That shit just scribble and shit.
Yeah, like, Mike Tyson, he couldn't read or write. He could knock a nigga out though, but so.
Remember somebody couldn't read and write in Charlemagne? Floyd.
Mayweather?
Yeah. Yo, I gotta show you this. Right? Y'all gotta bear with me because I gotta show him this.
That's crazy. I didn't know Floyd couldn't read or write. I mean, it don't surprise me.
They got him. You know how like they have you like if you're on like a radio show, they have you say like a commercial thing.
Yeah. Like when you watch the movie Rocky and shit. And he couldn't read or write. I mean, I don't know how many Rocky fans. I'm a big Rocky fan. He couldn't do commercials because he couldn't read or write.
Baby one.
Centipede?
Yeah.
Oh shit, they're making a comeback. Getting their last hurrah before it get cold.
Nice. He trying to get another episode.
Yeah, that's a little tiny one though. But yeah, so there's a lot of cats out there that can't read and write. Some people know how to front and make it look like they can, but if you get exposed to them, your ass can't read or write, that's some fucked up shit. That's hard.
You gotta put the headphone on. Oh, this ain't even on.
That's
comments that Floyd allegedly said about him saying that MTI and Nelly weren't relevant anymore and don't sell albums anymore.
He didn't say those names though.
He didn't say their names at all.
But
okay. Let's play what 50 posted on Instagram yesterday.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, then I give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. The buck dies.
Okay.
Play the other one. Play the cat in the hat.
That's fine.
Phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, then he'll put it on the actual show, so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're going to let you read Cat in the Hat. Listen, when I heard him saying this yesterday, right, I thought it was funny, but I didn't really know if Floyd could read or not. But then I thought to myself, when Floyd came up here to the Breakfast Club, I'm sure he had to read drops, right?
Correct.
So I had our producer.
And if you don't know what drops are, that's when they just say, hey, you're listening
This is DJ Yimmy, and I'm listening
right.
to the Breakfast Club right now.
So I had our producers pull up the unedited audio of him reading drops. Now, this is the drop.
Oh, my goodness.
He was reading. Envy, I need you to time me on this, okay?
All right.
I'm going to read this drop.
Hold on. Let me get my...
Now, keep in mind, Charlamagne's not the best reader either, so we don't know how
I need the
shit.
exact
Shots fired.
This is disrespectful.
Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined iHeartRadio for the Show Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. Go to showyourstripes.org, a website that connects veterans with employees and helps business find candidates with the best training. How long was that?
10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds. This is Floyd Mayweather.
Wait.
This is not nice.
10 seconds.
This is disrespectful.
This
You
is-
sure?
Hey, shut the hell up. I'm always sure. I don't give a damn. Okay? This is Floyd
Floyd
Mayweather.
gonna whoop that ass.
The 10-second drops.
Listen to this shit.
I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your Stripes. Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your Stripes movement to support. I'm Floyd Mayweather.
That's foul, son.
Yeah,
Charlamagne ain't
that's
shit, son.
I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your Stripes movement to support hiring
That's foul,
vets.
son. That's foul.
Go to the show, yourstripes.org. Go to the show, yourstripes.org. Go to show your stripes. Go to showyourstripes.org. Go to showyourstripes.org.
You never heard this? Yeah, this
Hell
shit's so
no.
bad.
Website
That's foul, son. I mean, he took a lot of shots to the head. So it might not be he can't read. He might be just fucked up from boxing. Boxers are fucked up business, son. That nigga beating the shit out you for 3 minutes every round for a round. So that's a long ass time to get your ass whooped, son. Even though he had the best defense in the game, but this nigga still saying he's Floyd Mayweather.
Your Stripes movement to support higher
Okay, that's enough.
He was doing that shit for 15 minutes, so.
Please.
Okay, hold on. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined iHeartRadio for the Show Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. Go to showyourstripes.org, a website that connects veterans with employees and helps businesses find candidates with the best training. 1-800-585-1051.
Right.
My good people, our beautiful listeners, just call up and tell us what you think of Floyd Mayweather.
This is so mean. Okay, so clearly he can't read that well.
I don't know if he's...
No, but
That's foul.
I just had to-
There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that can't read, so they can't read it right, but that's foul. I haven't watched Charlamagne's show. Have you watched it?
Oh, no, not yet. Yeah, we're going to talk about it next week. I'm going to take a look at it.
Take a look at it, but, you know what I mean? I think it's called Nothing But the Truth.
What is it
or some
on?
shit.
MTV?
Nah, it's on Comedy Central and shit.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's when you know niggas in that bag.
Yeah, because the other dude, I don't know how he got a show. The other kid, the light-skinned cat, I forgot his name, but he's kind of corny, but he got his own show on Comedy Central also.
Who, the Pete?
The light-skinned dude with the afro or some shit. Get his name. He got an accent.
Oh,
That nigga.
the one who made, it's not the one who made, what's that shit with the guy in the sunken place? Remember when the lady was spinning the tea shit?
I don't remember. I'm going to show you the cat. It's Comedy Central, so I forgot what it really is. But so his name and shit. He's a show or something. Not this dude, man. He got his own show, so.
Welcome to the jungle. We've got birds.
Trevor, some shit.
Oh, Trevor, oh, I know who you're talking about. Trevor,
Yeah, he corny as hell. So
yeah, he's in like a suit all the time.
Most of the time he's in a sweatshirt.
Trevor, Noah.
There you go.
Trevor Noah.
He's corny as hell, so.
Oh, dear.
But he must know somebody. I don't know. Somebody off this something. He got his own show. You never can niggas sell their soul to the devil to get their own shit. So I don't know.
Nah, that's a fact.
That dude is corny as fuck when he got his own show, son. I don't even know.
I don't know how they be getting these names neither. Just out of nowhere, it's like, oh, Trevor Noah show, and you're like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is Trevor Noah?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, son. Shit is different. I don't know, son. That shit is crazy how these dudes just pop up out of nowhere. It's like that dude, them dudes, what's his name, Peele and
Key and Peele.
yeah. Then one of them, I think, wrote that show, wrote the movie actually.
Yeah, the sunken place one I was talking about.
Okay, he wrote the other shit too.
With the full
Get Out.
family. Yeah,
Get Out. He wrote
Get Out is the sunken place.
Yeah, and he wrote the other one with the other
With the
one
family where they had double
the
family.
doppelganger shit. Us, I think.
Us, yeah, that's
yeah.
exactly
So
right.
one of them was really talented.
He wrote the last. I think he did. Did he do Candyman?
I don't know. That shit was horrible.
Yeah,
That shit
he
sucked
did.
ass.
He did another movie. Like it was like one of the classic ones he did over. I forgot which one it was.
That Candyman, that last one.
Nah, Candy. I went to the movies and seen it.
I watched that on that app, and I turned that shit off on that app. Like,
Yeah,
this shit is horrible.
it was
man.
boring as hell.
Yeah, that shit was fucking whack, son. I don't know who thought they wasn't nothing like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was kind of scary. That same dude he's in Final Destination. That nigga Terry Todd or some shit. Todd Terry.
Mm-hmm.
He got two first names and shit.
Oh, Tyler Perry.
Nah, it's the dude that's Todd's name is. He's played the dude that's always the caretaker, or not the kid. He's the coroner or whatever that nigga that comes to get the bodies and shit. It's Final Destination, the same dude that played Candyman.
Mm.
His name is Tony Todd or some shit like that. The black dude, the tall black guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays Candyman and shit. The original version, not the corny shit they remade. That shit, man, I don't know what the fuck they was doing wrong. They made that shit. That shit was hideous, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he did Candyman.
Well, wow.
These are all the movies he did.
Yeah, I mean, Get Out was good.
Oh, he did Critters.
King did that shit was about the cat. That shit was funny as hell. Yeah, that That shit was funny as hell.
Which is funny?
That one Kenu or whatever, that one right there. It's about the cat.
Oh yeah, I think I did see
Yeah,
that.
that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
Well,
Yeah, oh shit.
About to go down again.
Yeah, Candyman, Candyman was trash.
That shit is trash. Son.
Yeah, don't see it.
Trash. I mean, it's been out for a minute now. So
You can find
you
it
can find
everywhere.
it for free for now.
Everywhere
Yeah.
on the internet.
That shit is corny as hell.
Alright. Niggas probably giving you free tickets to go see Candyman for the shot.
Man, listen, that shit is horrible. Man, they giving away all kind of shit to get the shot now, so.
Facts.
Shit, man. But he did a lot of movies, though. So he did quite a few flicks. That's not bad. I never seen that. What's that, a Blackula?
Yeah.
The original or a remake?
It's the original.
1970.
No, it's probably a remake.
Had to be. That nigga 1972. I think that nigga was born. The nigga's not that old.
Yeah.
I don't know. He couldn't have did that. Nah, he couldn't have did the original. Because I was a kid when that shit came out. I know I'm older than them dudes.
No shit.
So I know he didn't make that shit. It had to be a remake. Because them dudes, everybody in that movie, shit, I don't even know them cats still alive that made that movie.
Man, unless he was like a baby.
Nah, he didn't make that stuff.
No, he ain't make it. It says William Crane.
Yeah, he must have did a remake of it or something because it's up there as one of his movies, so I don't know. But yeah, Blackula's fucking old as hell.
Let's see if he's in this list of actors. Nah, he's not on here. I don't know why that's on his thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
But the other ones you can see he's in it.
Yeah, he played in most of. He had little roles in some of them. Because in Get Out, he came and got the dude from wherever they was at.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so he played in that. But that was pretty good. I never seen Us. I never watched that shit.
Oh, you never saw it?
Yeah, I never watched the whole shit. There's always something about it. I always went to sleep on that shit. Certain pictures, I can't get into it for the first couple of minutes. It don't get me real early. I'm not gonna watch this shit. It gotta get me early. Like even with Snowfall, it took me a minute to actually start getting through. You know what I'm saying? To watch the whole shit. But
Snowfall. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the next season of that. I don't know when it's supposed to come out or whatever, but quite sure it's supposed to be sometime this fall. But yeah, Snowfall was alright. That shit was definitely good shit.
Yeah. I wish 50 had all his shows out like on different days every week so we can get 3. Like if he had Tommy, Tyreek, and BMF.
I mean, they supposed to do the Tyreek shit next month.
Yeah.
Coming back on again or whatever. So it should be good. And then, we got the BMF, of course, is still going strong. I don't know how many episodes that's going to be, but it's
probably 8, right?
Yeah,
the first
8,
season.
10 years, right now.
And then it might be more next season.
So it's pretty good. But where's that right now? He's all right with it. Last episode wasn't crazy, but it was all right.
But they got like a long career. Like he had.
They can go on for a minute because I don't know how to act once they go to jail what they're gonna do, but they did a lot.
They didn't get arrested until what, like 2005 or some shit.
They had a long run of whatever they was doing. So we'll see what happens, how far he goes, how in depth he goes, because a lot of it, even though it's based on a true story, so he can go wherever he want to go with it, because it's basically based on a true story. It's not necessarily telling the truth throughout the whole show itself, but that's why they say it's based on a true story.
Yeah,
fact. They can actually
add
lib and add shit to it or whatever, because
yeah, that's a fact.
It's like a biopic, but not exactly what happened. Word for word, play by play. Basically, somebody's writing it, it's scripted, but it's based on their life. So it's pretty good, though. It's pretty good.
That's like one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, there ain't too much on TV with that in sports.
For all y'all who didn't see Ozark, go watch that shit. That shit is mad good to me. It reminded me of like a Breaking Bad type shit.
I never got into that either.
You never got Breaking Bad?
I watched Breaking Bad, not Ozark.
Yeah, Ozark is mad. You would like it. Like if
I like Breaking Bad, I'm quite sure. Breaking Bad took me a while to start watching that, then I got into it.
That nigga Walt. Yeah, that nigga Walt.
Yeah, that was different.
I was like, yo, he got addicted. Crazy.
Yeah.
Talking about he ain't wanna, they had so much money, like, that shit was like up to here and it was on a pallet, like all hundreds.
Crazy. became like a drug kingpin. And
Yeah,
shit.
facts. And he didn't want to stop. He got addicted to the thrill of just making the money.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. I mean, at first it was for necessity, and then he just got so good with it.
He had like a disease or some shit, like cancer.
Yeah, he was diagnosed to leave his money, his family some bread. That's how he basically started. And he was a chemistry teacher. So.
And then the kid knew all the people.
Yeah, so it connects, and he knew how to make the meth, so it just blew up. Man.
And he made the best meth because he was a chemical teacher.
Crazy, yeah, you gotta watch. That's another good one. It's in mad seasons now, so. You gotta binge watch that shit.
There's like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
And it's all good too. So
yeah. It took me a while. It was like Snowfall for me. Like certain movies just gotta get me. If it don't get me in the first 5 minutes, I'm like,
I used to watch.
I keep coming back trying to get through that first part of it.
What were your first Netflix series? Mine was I had 3. I had Breaking Bad. When you first got Netflix, I had Breaking Bad.
When I first got Netflix, I don't even remember. So I had that shit for so many years.
Yeah.
I had Netflix, believe it or not, before they started streaming.
No, that's a fact. When they sent it to your crib.
You gotta send it back to them.
That's a fact.
So that's how long I had Netflix.
Yeah, I ain't have it that long. Yeah. But mine was Breaking Bad, Lost. You ever saw
Lost
that?
was good.
Yeah, Lost
was good.
And 24.
No, my shit was that nigga, whatchamacallit. That was a good series. Son, the nigga that couldn't die, the superhero nigga. Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
That shit was hard, son.
Yeah, Luke Cage was hard and they took it off.
Yeah, they took that shit off. Then they made the other one, Iron Fist. That was good. With the white boy that had the Iron Fist.
Oh, yeah, I ain't see that.
That was good. There was a few of them that I walked out.
You was a fan of Daredevil also, huh?
Yeah, Daredevil was the first season. Then they started going out there with it. Daredevil was good. The Get Down was good.
The Get Down was good. That shit was mad good.
The kid actually plays Raekwon on the Shalimar Moore.
He's he goes out with LL Cool J.
Yeah, exactly, that cat. So he got his start from that, from playing on that The Get Down shit. And now
and that other movie you put me on Netflix had him in it. Remember when at the end he got shot? I don't want to tell.
Oh, I think it's
Remember they were like robbers or something.
Yeah. That was pretty good. I told Mike to watch that. Mike to watch Blackface.
Yeah,
that shit was good. Yeah. Damn, forgot the name of that shit. Oh man.
Damn, you know his name?
His name was Shamar some shit. Shamar, I forget his name, but Shamar, was it Shamar Moore?
Nah, that's the nigga.
I forgot his name, son. He played on mad shit.
Shamar.
Yeah, I know he played in that shit you're talking about too.
Raekwon.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's definitely a good actor. Cutthroat Alley is the name of the film.
Oh yeah, Cutthroat Alley. Yeah, I go take a look at that. Cutthroat Alley on Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah.
That shit is wild.
Yeah, I was reading something, not reading, but something on Method Man. It was talking about Method Man and this dude that plays Method Man in that same series. Dave East, how he got the role or whatever. Yeah, I didn't go into depth in how he did it, but yeah. But I think that's his name right there, Shamar something, playing Raekwon. It's Shamar right there. Images of Shamar, whatever. He plays Raekwon. That ain't him.
Nah, that's not him.
But I guess they got all the characters up there. You probably look and see who he is, but. Yeah, what his last name is, but I like that. That series is good. I don't know if it's done already or whatever. I know it's up to like episode 8, I believe, which they showed them where they actually performed at the I think it was the Fever. It was pretty cool.
Oh, Shameik Moore.
Yeah, I knew it was something more. I mean, I'm trying to follow these cats and their careers or whatever. He's pretty good though. Yeah. It's pretty good. We gotta check. But I haven't seen that. The Wu-Tang Saga is Wu-Tang Saga.
Oh yeah, I still ain't watched that. Maybe that's what I do.
Yeah, the second season is pretty good. You know what I mean? Go out and check that out.
Yeah, Cutthroat City. He's in dope.
Yeah, he was in a couple of flicks. Yeah. He's not a bad actor at all. I actually watched him on that shit where they spend money. It's what's that shit called? Where they follow him while they shop. Oh man, so that shit.
You said follow them while they shop?
Yeah, they take them. It was on Netflix too. I forgot the name of the show where I seen Young M.A. up there one time. She bought a fucking 3-wheeler.
Oh wow.
This dude was up there. What's his name? A Boogie. He bought a fucking Hellcat.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, this kid Sherrod, he took them like sneaker shopping. What's the name of the show where they follow them while they shopping? Shit, celebrities, they go shopping and buy expensive shit. Yeah, it was on Netflix for a little while. The name of the show, but I forget that. I can't remember the exact name of the show, but it was a good little watching. Spend money. I guess how large they are or whatever. But yeah, so this dude went and bought a Hellcat with Cassh.
Yeah, that's OD.
Shit, OD, yeah. So I didn't even know you could do no shit like that.
Yeah, like over 10,000.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how legit that was, but he actually went in there and he gave the nigga a duffel bag with the bread and drove off with the car. So everything is scripted nowadays, so you never can tell. Even if it's only reality show, all the shit, somebody's writing this shit. None of that shit is really real. You know what I mean? So. And a lot of people don't understand the fucking, like, I think it was the first reality show that still come on, The Survivor. That shit was one of the first reality shows.
Yeah, that's a fact. And Real
Island and whatever. Yeah, the Real World was funny when they did when Dave Chappelle did his fucking version of that.
That shit was too funny. Had that white nigga scared.
And Charlie Murphy was there.
Remember his dad came and he like stabbed him up? Yeah, it was fucking his girl, that's a fact. And Dave Chappelle was sitting on the couch. I forgot who he played in that shit.
And then they showed him like he was in that, what's the name of that movie they made? The White Boys, there's another movie they made where they made him look like he was scared in the dark and shit. That shit was funny as hell. What's the name of that movie? They mimicked that movie when they did that shit. I forgot the name of the flick it actually was, but that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, that shit was on
Dave Chappelle's a fucking asshole, son, but you gotta let a nigga, son.
The first Real World, you know who Tammy, I forgot her last name, but she was on like Basketball Wives.
I don't follow
at one point. She's like mad famous, Tammy Roman. You ever heard of her? Oh, she's mad famous.
I don't fuck with no reality shows.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I
don't even watch TV.
Black Ink sometimes, and the Chicago one and the New York one. But for the most part, I don't.
But she's like popular on Instagram. I'm gonna show you.
I'm quite sure she is, but I can't get into.
She was on like The Real at one point. Like
BMF is like basically the only TV show that I watch.
Yeah, I don't watch TV at all.
Yeah, see, I watch sports, of course.
Yeah, that's the only thing I watch.
That, BMF, I still watch like Cooking Channel shit or whatever. But as far as just watching certain shows, like, I don't know, it's really not less intriguing. It gotta be something
But this is her.
Some shoot up shit or something going on that's keeping you interested in it.
You never seen this lady before?
Yeah, I've seen her before, but
yeah, she look.
Yeah, I've seen her. Yeah.
But
she changed her image.
This is The Real.
Man, she changed that. Everything.
She went with mad basketball players, like Kenny Anderson.
Oh,
she got kids by. Yeah, just like a whole bunch or whatever. But I brought her up because she was on the first episode of Real World.
Oh, word?
Yeah, the first season.
Yeah.
But look, that's her. And look. Oh my God, you can't do none of these things.
See if this neck pain will come out. Okay, catch the rest of that.
But yeah, but yeah, she was in the first Real World. I thought that shit was cool.
They still losing. The second quarter, 36-24. I wonder if Mitchell Robinson playing.
They was hyped because Kuzma had like 24 points yesterday.
Word?
Yeah, they were posting that shit. I'm like,
I don't know about that cat.
I
see this dude change his jump shot though. Something for the Bulls.
Lonzo?
Yeah, he's shooting kind of decent now. They predict him to be pretty decent in the Bulls. See what happens.
Well, they got the squad. They don't got no excuse to not come in like at least fourth or third.
Yeah, they should.
With their squad?
They should. Oh, Mitchell Robinson is playing. He played 10 minutes so far.
How much points?
2. Derrick Rose been starting because, they've been resting this guy. They've been resting Walker. And I heard they're going to trade, they're trying to trade Kevin Knox.
Oh, right?
Yeah, they got him on the trading block. I ain't surprised. He ain't do shit in the last 3 years he been here.
Who's going to take him? For a trade.
They were talking about trying to pay him up so they can get this nigga Dame, but I don't see Dame going nowhere.
Yeah, Dame gonna stay out
He's
there.
gonna
He's
stay
too
out
loyal.
there. Yeah.
Is there anything else I want to get into real quick? I don't think I got anything.
Yeah, I can wrap it up.
Yeah, we could wrap it up. Today was
start trying to get back into these when we talk about do the blackout and do the rap segment again. It's been we were slacking, but we just trying to bring it to y'all and be consistent with it. From as we go with the topics or whatever. So sometimes we hit on some good ones. Like last week, we hit on a good one. Everybody was talking about the verses. How we was talking about they should have somebody like an undercard and shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That was tight. That was real tight. Even though some of the people were saying some crazy shit. I think KO said something about the Beastie Boys or something.
Yeah, he said, I don't know these people. Third base.
Third base. Yeah, MC Search, son.
Knickerbockers or some shit. No, I don't know. Some shit like that. Nick,
Oh, the Fushnickers.
Yeah, Fushnickers.
I don't know about that, but yeah, he was wild with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like,
in a real group, they was horrible.
Yeah.
They had Shaq act like a big fool and that shit.
Yeah, I never heard of.
Yeah, the Fushnickers made like one song, Fushnickers. It was corny as hell.
Yeah,
But third base was actually.
You said MC Search.
Yeah, MC
Both
Search.
of y'all was telling
he
me.
basically discovered Nas or whatever. Well, he didn't discover
Yeah, I remember.
Nas.
Yeah.
They brought Nas to him, and then he put Nas on, but he didn't discover Nas. I forgot. Actually, nigga from this dude discovered Nas. The dude from Main Source. What's his name? Professor some shit from Main Source.
Not Professor.
Professor Large. Large Professor.
Large Professor, yeah.
He discovered Nas and he brought him to Search, and then Search got him a deal.
Oh, wow.
Because people don't know that Searchers get money off of Nas for years. Because, how it is when you, exclusive producers, you get bread. You get name me about that big, but every time you make some shit, I get paid. So he basically was getting paid off Nas for years. For years. I was actually watching some show and he was talking about how much bread he made. And it took years for Nas to get him off that when he was actually getting money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he was getting money for years. Even after Nas jumped labels and went on to other shit, he was still getting bread. Because, once you sign yourself on the dotted line and you don't read the whole shit, niggas be up there, their name this big and getting 15% of everything you make on the low. You don't think, if you ain't got somebody watching your finances, and you see this nigga, who the fuck, he still still getting paid. You're like, I don't fuck with this nigga no more. But he got paid for years. No for Nas shit. And Nas didn't even know it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. But
I think like maybe
contracts. What you saying?
I think maybe like a Joe Budden verse. Joe Budden only got like Pump It Up, like hit wise.
He got that, and he got the other shit he made too.
He got a shit with Marcus Houston. He could play.
Yeah, that.
R. Kelly wrote that though.
He got that other shit too. What's my shit? Oh man, that was my jam too about Joe Budden's. Yeah, I don't feel like pulling it up.
It's not Focus.
Nah, it's Joe Budden. That's my shit.
Oh, the shit with Lil Wayne?
Is it with Lil Wayne? Let me see. Joe Budden's song. That shit's my shit.
She don't do it like you was.
There you go. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's a Lil Wayne.
That's my shit, son. That's my favorite Joe Budden song. So she don't put it down like, yeah, that's my shit. It's just that whole beat was crazy. That beat was sick. That was my shit. That's when I first started fucking with
Joe Budden said he went against Mano. Like, they were playing around. Like, talking, because I guess they was watching it, and then they wanted to, because they both got, like, one big hit, like, super big one.
Yeah. She don't put it down like it was just big shit.
Yeah. Nah, but Thing was the biggest one. Pump It Up. Yeah. Pump It Up was in, like, mad movies and shit.
Wow.
People still, if that comes on now, it's still, like, mad lit.
That's crazy. I thought that she don't put it down like that. That shit was hard, too.
Yeah. Nah, that was definitely hard.
I think I still got that shit in my playlist and shit.
Then Mano had, like, High Hater.
Yeah, that was my shit, too.
And he had, that shit with T-Pain.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I was thinking about what you call it too. Grand Poobah can go against this nigga Positive K. You know Positive K? You don't know Grandpa was? The nigga
I
that
feel like I
died.
heard a positive. I know on Grand Pool.
Yeah, you don't know who Positive K was? He came out back in the day. I think he was supposed to be, I don't know too for sure. I think it's related to MC Light. I'm not too for sure, but yeah.
Oh, for real?
But Positive K was that he made that song, I Got a Man. You ever heard that shit? I got a man. What your man
Yeah,
got to do with me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
I ain't hear that shit, man.
Yeah. So them two can go at it because they both came out around that same time. Got that same energy. So I mean, they could be on the undercard. There's a lot of dudes that could be on the undercard.
Yo, Swiss, Timberland, cut me a check, cut us a check. Just, y'all gotta do that, like, because then you can make so much money.
Yeah. Somebody on the logo, they're gonna watch this shit. They ain't gonna say who they are, and they're gonna like, that's a good idea. They're gonna leak
that's
that
a
shit to
fact.
somebody else. But y'all heard it here first. Man.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, y'all heard it here first with the verses plus the undercard to do it like a boxing match. You know what I mean? Gotta stick and move.
That's a fact. That's what Biggie said. Stick and move. Pockets looking tight. You know that shit?
Yeah.
They'll give me the loot.
Yeah, so.
But they gotta do that. Y'all make so much money. Like, people will come in because it'll be like a concert,
No
like
doubt.
like, you know what I'm saying? Where they have like openers and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, right now we're gonna open it up with these two cats. With they one, like they got, you know what I'm saying? Got dudes like Special Ed. He had a couple of songs and shit. You know, he was hot at one moment. He wasn't crazy, but he had some bangers. I Got It Made and so he had a couple other songs.
Or they can have like Designer go against like Red Cafe or some shit. Like, you know how like they're two one-hit people?
Yeah. That'll be like the first one hit. Well, I mean, they got to do like at least 3 songs though. They can't do one song and then be like.
That's a fact. Yeah, 3 songs. Have like 2 people do 3 songs. Well, 2 groups. Like it'll be one verse each other and then another 2 verse each other.
Then the main event. Then you could pause and bring out the main event.
Yeah, and then Fat Joe could change his clothes.
Yeah, get his outfit like a Louis suit on or whatever.
Facts.
But yeah, that's somebody's definitely gonna steal that idea. So you're gonna see, we're gonna be watching something like coming up first on the verses before the main event. We're like, oh shit, we got a patent this shit.
Facts. That's a fact.
Somebody gonna be running with this shit.
Fat Joe, Timberland, reach out to us, man.
Yeah, man. You see me?
All we asking is y'all back the podcast.
There you go. We'll get some views.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And that's all it takes. That one dude to see it, be like, yo, them dudes got a good idea right there. We're gonna do a verse for the undercard. Do it like boxing.
Would be good if y'all was just like, yo, go check out that Cassh and Black podcast.
Exactly.
Just send us that
and
video.
then just let us come when y'all do the verses.
Facts.
Put us on the guest list or some shit.
Facts.
We come in from there, you know. It's all good.
Yeah, give us some front row.
No doubt.
Or backstage.
Something.
Just so we watch them come out.
You know what I mean? We don't be on the stage when it starts being too many niggas like.
Yeah, like Fat Joe.
The stage is about to fall.
He wanna come on. That's jokes. That episode had me crying.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. So. One more nigga is gonna be. That's gonna be it.
Facts. And him coming on is all theater.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
But well, that was a cool episode. You know, it was a little laid back today. Like,
no doubt.
That type of vibe. But yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Cassh.
Your boy Black, the blackest man in the land.
And it's the Cassh and Black podcast.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Peace.